new return to Mecharashi. I realize I've been putting this off for quite some time. I've had a lot of unlocks here. Let's read through some stuff. Why not? Camilla, trivia, all of it unlocked. Perfection is subjective, defined by perception. Today's focus is on the crucial process of obtaining subjects. The conventional sourcing of subjects often results in variable quality, requiring time-consuming filtering to find suitable candidates without ensuring high-quality outcomes, leading to wasted time and research resources. The Rebirth experiment offers a solution, using an agent infused with Mecharashi matter to eliminate unstable factors and create flawless masterpieces. Of course, we've gotten over that hump and managed to boost our success rate by an impressive 50%. The Rebirth experiment presentation materials. A short statement convinced managing director Raphael, thus the predators were born. Life, June 21st. Subject number 14's absorption of the newly developed Arashi agent has been completed with no noticeable rejection reactions, no autophagy, and normal bodily functions. Note, this individual may have a high tolerance for alpha matter. It's Arashi matter. We have begun to redraw her memories without direct human contact, and she's learning the language very quickly. She'll soon move on to the next phase. I'll follow up on this experiment, so please don't let these idiots bother me. Those idiots bothered me. The experiment will proceed in 7 phases like the 7 days of divine creation. I have often wondered if, perhaps in the distant past, God was doing the exact same thing I am now. Subject 14 Observation Report Part 1. The last moment. November 13th. Number 14's body is saturated with Arashi matter, but her upper limit has surpassed that of the prior time subject. And the experiment will be transitioning into its final phase. Before proceeding into the final phase, I need to put her into the hunting ground, allowing her to spend time with inferior subjects to develop some necessary social skills or camouflage for any collaboration or infiltration missions that may exist in the future. While this may introduce variables into the experiment, it doesn't worry me. In the final phase of the interruption surgery, I will fine-tune this memory of hers. These imperfections will be erased and everything will return to the path I have envisioned. Report on the transfer, Subject 14. New beginning. Camilla Kirst has completed all tests and regulatory training, although she failed several times in social assessments, which indirectly verifies her ability to be higher than that of ordinary people. Now I propose that instead of continuing to use her as a failed experimental sample for meaningless research, she should be included in the Obsidian Mobile Guard for missions. The Rebirth experiment should not be mentioned again, and her designation as Subject 14 should be left in the past. From now on, she will remain under my custodianship will directly obey my orders. I will also be responsible for all related affairs. Transfer application. Letter. Tag. Well, I mean, she's okay when she hits, otherwise not great. Dean. In the eyes of the DL, XC-101 on Milkama Island was their era. The UNCS surrendered its advantage in stolen land, signing a peace treaty and retreating to West Milkama. For once, the island knew peace, and the Dawnstar League symbolizing hope over East Milkama. Okay, spoilers. The achievements of the DLAF were widely recognized in East Milkama through various channels, including television and schools, emphasizing the importance of truth over falsehood. The critical takeaway from East Milkama from the war was the eventual victory of justice over aggression, symbolizing the enduring resilience of the DL. Regarding problem-solving, war is not an acceptable option, and people believe this. I, Dean Knight, now swear that no matter what happens, I will be loyal to the Dawnstar League and its people and serve to uphold justice. Years later, at only 13, Dean uttered his pledge during his interview at Garland Military Academy and has remained true to his word ever since. Cafeteria legend. The Garland Military Academy's cafeteria is buzzing with the legend of an undefeated champion. Since his arrival, he's dominated eating competitions, leaving food vendors astonished. Even the most challenging fast food contests have been abandoned due to his unmatched appetite. With each new feat, his legend grows, sparking intrigue and amazement. Will this be the beginning of a new era in competitive eating? Luckily, the legend lives on, and we're delighted to welcome the cafeteria's shining star, Dean Knight. Please share with the audience what food means to you. Of course, eating is the most important thing there is. No food, no energy. You're going to have a bad time. That's why every meal's a battle. You show up hungry and you show up ready to win. The DL Food Channel. News about big eaters is always full of hyperbole, but if they're talking about Dean, I guess it doesn't seem too far off. Oh look, he's an anime protagonist. Shinji. Is he? I mean, he's very highly rated, but not from what I've seen. He's highly rated if he's maxed out, maybe. Timid youth. When I found Shinji, he was curled up with his legs trapped under rubble, neither calling for help nor attempting to escape even though the enemy was closing in. Honestly, I never met a boy who'd reacted like that to such imminent danger. But in that split second, I didn't have time to think. All I could do was rush to his side and take the brunt of the enemy fire. Then, during a lull in Leviathan's assault, I opened the cockpit to let him in. Luckily, I I'd fine-tuned this prototype before the battle. Otherwise, that ambush would have been the end of us both. Excerpt from Dean Knight's interview record. I've always got that problem where I see a word from the line below and I insert it. Ideal life. After coming back, that kid told me he was actually a pilot for something called an Evangelion unit, and his duty was to fight invaders known as angels to protect humanity. When he first said that, I thought the terror of battle must have made him lose it, but as his description became more detailed, I began to think, is this true? I have to say, as a warrior, I was green with envy. Piloting a giant humanoid machine, defeating invaders to safeguard humanity, that's the life I've always dreamed of. When he talked about it, he did not do so with enthusiasm or passion. Makes me think that behind those experiences, there's a dark burden that I can't even imagine. Excerpt from Dean Knight's interview. Ew. Marcus as a wolf. That was just the last one, right? Or was that part 3 as well? I don't... We'll read this one too. Every time I sit in the cockpit, I feel a sense of emptiness. The connection between the cavalry, Milkama, and peace has become increasingly blurred in recent years. Was my choice the right one? Is the path I'm taking leading to true peace? What is the truth? 113. Wow, 12 years... Well, okay, so like 101 was when this whole thing happened, right? Okay. Another year has come and gone. I suddenly realized I hadn't written in my diary for almost half a year. Time really flies. So much happened over the past year. Some cried, some laughed, some sacrificed, and some were truly remarkable. The truth, still hidden, slowly started to surface, and peace feels farther away than ever. One thing's for sure, keep fighting for what I believe in. I mean, so they say, but... Once again, I have yet to see it. Can't have it all. Kelly Polis has been in the spotlight since she was a child with outstanding achievements, an exquisite appearance, and incredible eyesight. At age 10, she could accurately hit a criminal 50 meters away with a slingshot. Cloaked in accolades, Kelly was a regular recipient of scholarships during her student days, but surprisingly, this elite pupil had few friends. Perhaps it was because people were not used to Kelly's cold personality, or they were jealous of her talents. Surrounding Kelly were not only flowers and applause, but also countless idle rumors. Kelly didn't like to waste time on useless things and gradually became accustomed to being alone until, unpredictable, during her college years, Kelly attended the most prestigious local university as an outstanding student representative for a 3-month exchange program. During that time, she met her equally accomplished roommate, Shawnee Russell. Shawnee's appearance undoubtedly enriched Kelly's extracurricular life. They studied and discussed situations and communicated their opinions, and Kelly even discussed shooting techniques with Shawnee for the first time. She even learned her first ballroom dance with Shawnee. Despite their different styles, they got along very well. Although their time together was short and Kelly did not fully understand all that the name Shawnee Russell encompassed, she still cherished this friendship and secretly awaited their reunion. Sylvie, and a new emblem. In today's training, the current was way stronger than usual. I lost track of how many times I blacked out. Rosa came to visit me like she always does. She says it's punishment for all our failed escape attempts. I don't get it. Why do we have to go through this? I screamed and tore at my uniform until Rosa held me tight. She keeps telling me that one day we'll get out, just like she did with her sister. But I'm too sick and tired to believe in any of it anymore. My father betrayed me. Will Rosa do the same? I escaped, but Rosa didn't. Redacted, the only thing that keeps me going is knowing that Hong and Emily are doing well. We were all saved by Rosa, but then the UNCS took her away. I can't let that slide. Even if they took her physical body, they can't stop us from continuing this fight for her beliefs. The pain this island has given us, we will return it tenfold in Rosa's name. Redacted in the name of the Epiphyllum. Johnny! Johnny, that girl's a freak, the kind that's completely off the rails. If you ask me, with that face and figure, she could have gone into modeling or found some rich playboy to latch onto. Coming to a place like this is a total waste. Of course, her shooting skills and her nose for solving cases are flawless, so I wasn't surprised when she became head of the Guard Bureau. I just don't get why she's in this line of work. Senior detective from the DL commenting, Johnny. What do I have to do to get these people up to max level? They've been with me for quite some time, and surely I've gained enough materials to boost them up. Like I've been raising their levels. They're all at level 60 anyway. From Gideon. I've seen those insane test subjects. Well done, Mr. Gideon. I know he holds some inexplicable grievances against the board of directors and Chairman Obelisk, always thinking that if he controls more power, the company will bend to his will. To me, this shows nothing but ignorance of the board's meticulous strategy, pure childishness. The chairman would never want someone like that as his successor, and Gideon can't rely on a bunch of lunatics to win inheritance, even if he's the founder's grandson. Two founders of Obsidian are Alexander Obelisk and Francis Gideon. The current CEO, Raphael Gideon, is Francis's grandson. Raphael was mentioned earlier. Idea who he was. Naomi. She's a bit of a glass canyon. She's not that great. I mean, she's gotten better now that I've managed to put some stuff on her, but... she's mostly a shield. Like, she's good for a shield, but, you know, all the guardians in the game pretty much suck. Hey, a new one for 7. Dad wasn't wrong. Milkama Island really is a paradise for machinists. With the money I earned from doing side gigs, I saved up enough to open my own repair shop on this island. I'm seriously pumped to check out this new material they call the Rashium. I swear, once I get my hands on it, I'll make some insane upgrades. Now that I've got a new direction to expand my business, my shop's going to be a one-of-a-kind. Dad always said a good name is half the battle, so I'm calling it the Lollipop Machine Shop. Kaiden, early game sustainer, I guess, so yeah. Until you get something better. Harvey! Sure. After joining the Hyperaptomer project, Winston's authority was challenged for the first time. Winston felt an insurmountable gap, whether it was Cicero's neural connection tech or Newman's Nova Frame concept. Winston, who had never been willing to admit defeat, flung himself into a frenzy of extreme and reckless research, and the relationship between the three gradually shifted from mutual assistance and cooperation to competition, and even hostility. Everyone marveled at Dr. Newman's greatness when the Diaz sisters were found and the Nova Frame was completed. Winston finally realized who he was up against. Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatever, there's a pause in there. Anyway, since then, Dr. Winston has become a different person. He became more focused on his research, even gradually becoming less receptive to the Viceroy's suggestions and neglecting his personal needs, such as sleep and food. Yeah, but we all do that, right? Cicero. Something unexpected happened today. Cicero figured out my escape plan. But what surprised me even more was that he had the same idea. Perhaps it's because of the Hyperaptomer project. However, Cicero is too concerned about his own safety and refuses to take Ada and escape. Instead, he headed to the DL jurisdiction. This also fits Blair's evaluation of him, possessed of wisdom but too narrow-minded. But at least if something happens to me, Ada has someone to rely on. Newman's notes. Cicero, Newman, you still need to awaken a thirst for progress, tying yourselves down with such small costs. I will use my passion to accomplish what you cannot. I heard the mercenary ops at the border have been running smoothly lately. Did you send someone new there? Yeah, I've heard of her. Supposedly young, tough to control, but seems to fit in well with the environment in Milkama. Opportunistic and profit-driven, although none of those are exactly good traits, but right now Obsidian needs people like that. If she makes a name for herself at the border, they can think about bringing her back to Milphus. I got other jobs for her. Message from Raphael Gideon to his secretary. It's surprising that Gideon chose such a jumpy little brat as his confidant. He is no longer hiding his ambitions for the throne. Yeah. Still haven't completed Grant. That's crazy. What now? He was selling parts, delivered parts to a military career. Later, to handle the insurgents, the NDF expanded its forces, and I was especially recruited as senior machinist for the Armored Corps Mobile Squad. From then on, I couldn't avoid William's constant tirades, and I racked up 3, maybe 4 disciplinary actions. Doesn't really matter. The point is, they never kicked me out. After all, the strain of keeping the new recruits in new STs in top shape was something wasn't something just anyone could manage, but the most advanced tech, the stuff hidden deep in the hangar, was always kept out of reach. I didn't think much of it at the time. Who knew that hidden behind all that gear was a chain of events that would lead to something far darker? It was like Grant was actually saved by his lazy attitude. It would have been difficult for him to extricate himself if he'd been pulled into Blair's plan due to his excellent performance. That's about the nicest thing she's ever said to him, or about him. don't care about labor uprisings or wars. Why should the NDF come and requisition our research institute and demand the assistance of our engineers in repairing their equipment? If they want to fight, they should do it themselves, and if they break something, they should fix it themselves. I didn't come to Milkama for this crap. Suit, and he was trying to chase the soldiers out of the lab with a wrench, but got knocked flat instead. I get why he did it, I really do. But what could he even do to fight back? What could we even do? Urith. Alright. We'll save these for later. Let's do a mission or two. Shipping? Okay, that's just... Well, wait. I did pick up some tickets. Not enough, though. Alright. Incursion. Press on through the blockade. Okay.
Time for some fun.
Defeat 2 bosses. It's just those guys. Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult. Ah. This could be a problem. I didn't notice the mines. Tell you what, that one's got to come to me.
XR, it's showtime.
Yeah, getting shot though. That you're potentially gonna hurt yourself here.
I'm still here. You need backup?
Maybe. Oh no, you gotta land on a mine for that one. I don't know why, but you're gonna land on a mine for that one. Fine.
As you desire.
Can we pull you back? It's a bit of a waste, this. In that case, you don't need your maximum. We need you up here closer.
Nobody escapes me!
Go ahead. It will take effect immediately.
Takes care of that.
All right, then prepare to die.
Oh, I didn't see those. Shit. Oh, how kind of you to pull me over that. I didn't see that.
Let's wrap this up. Pronto.
That's not great.
Resistance is futile. I'm still here.
Coming from the outside at it
begin.
might be what we have to do.
As you desire.
Very good, very good.
Enough hiding.
That works
Let's
too.
face off.
Go to hell, you worthless scrap!
Go ahead. It will take effect immediately.
Is that all you've got?
I kind of wish the mines would work on the enemy too. I feel like it's cheating, but hey, whatever. Wouldn't be the first time the game cheated.
All right, then prepare to duck.
Maintain fire!
Once again, I shouldn't have done that because I could have used that as a springboard for Catherine, but whatever.
Artillery primed and ready! the hell, you worthless scrap! Face.
Well done.
Alright. So I think, as much as we could just move on to the next one, I think I'm going to keep episodes shorter. Since there's such a gap now, because I have to wait until I build myself up, it behooves me to just keep these shorter, and then I can just have more episodes, and that'll work out for everyone, right? Right. I'll see you next time.